Hey y'all, welcome back to Diary of a Neurodivergent Adult and day 7 of my daily vlogging series. I wanted to come on today and talk specifically about two things. I know in my last video, I said that I would be going over my daily trade. So quick update about that. I decided that I'm not gonna share what I do on a day-to-day basis, like in real time. I'll talk about plays that I have made because one, I don't want to be responsible for people probably trying to take these trades. I am not by any means an expert yet. I'm working on mastery. I'm still in the learning phase, but while I'm in my learning phase, I'm also executing as well. And I had the added value of having hands-on mentorship. So, but I do want to share some of the trades that I do make to try to maybe help people understand what I'm investing in, why, when I move out of that investment, and I'll just do it on the back end versus it being in real time. So, oh no, and I also wanted to talk about this video that I saw today about the dark side of day trading. So I'll start with that. It was about this girl who companies go through ups and downs that require them to downsize. And unfortunately, some people get caught up in that, and you have to know how to adjust. Set yourself up to expect those things to the best that you can, and then just keep moving forward, right? I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, you know that's just the name of the game. I think that was probably one of the hardest lessons that I learned in the beginning of our entrepreneurship journey, is that I think in your mind, especially if you don't come from a family background that has lived that lifestyle and has the history and the success stories and the failure stories to share with you while you're on your journey, you make up in your mind that this fantasy, I'm going to call it that, well, once I become an entrepreneur, I'm going to be straight. Nothing, I'm responsible for everything. Nothing's going to happen. But let me be the first one to tell you that is not true for anyone. I don't care if you're a small entrepreneur, you're a solopreneur, you are a partner, you're a founder. We all experience ups, downs, financial, from the tech side, from the product side, distribution side. You're going to get it every way. But yeah, I say all that to say, she talked about the dark side of trading, and what stood out for me and what I want to point out for you is that it can definitely be addictive. And I see that as I'm going along on this journey. I know it's coupled with the fact that my neurodivergent brain is wired to super focus on things that I get really excited and interested in. But at the same time, you could get enamored with the wins of it all and then just focus on the money. My suggestion and what I do is I focus on the education. I remind myself, I actually don't have to remind myself because that's just, it comes natural for me. I want to know the why behind everything before I even make a move, right? If I was really doing this on my own and being self-taught, I probably wouldn't be executing the way that I am. The only reason why I'm executing is because I put my trust in two individuals who I obviously trust to guide me on these executions. If I did not have those mentors, I probably would not be executing because and to be honest, I do have the tendency to let education paralyze me. So I'll probably be so lost in the reading and the researching and the putting in the analytics and, doing all that before I even made a move. But like I said, because I have support, I can do both at the same time. And my excitement is more about the education piece because it's directly connected to my goal of having a win ratio, a high win ratio. I would love to, when I start to master it, have a win ratio of between 70 and 80% of the time, and only 20% of my moves turn out to be losses, right? But you cannot do that if you don't master, if you don't educate, if you don't learn, if you don't take the time to really understand the language and do those types of things. So that's that on that. I hope you find that helpful. I'm actually going to link her video down in the the description bar so you can check her out, because she does a couple of videos on her experience. And I love that she takes accountability for her actions. She doesn't necessarily downplay options trading or just day trading in general. She because a lot of people, they have bad experiences and they automatically say, well, oh, this doesn't work, don't try it, it's not going to work for you. No, it's just something that's not for her. And this type of trading, it really isn't for everybody. But needless to say, let's talk about this swing trade that I got into last week. So I'll give you a quick overview about the company. Hold on, let me just open up my notes. The ticker symbol is TLRY, and the company is called Tilray Brands. So Tilray Brands is a global cannabis and consumer packaged goods company. It operates in the medical and recreational cannabis sectors, focusing on cultivating, processing, and distributing cannabis products. The company is headquartered in Canada and is one of the leading players in the cannabis industry. So some of the key highlights is their product and services, which is the dry flower, pre-rolls, oils, edibles, and beverages. It also produces hemp-based foods and wellness products throughout its subsidiaries. It has a global reach. They operate in Canada, United States, Europe, Latin America, and other international markets. Their focus is on innovation. They emphasize research and development to create high quality products and medical formulations. So the company is known for its strategic mergers and acquisitions, and it merged with a company called Afria in 2021 to solidify its position as one of the largest cannabis companies globally. So it has a really good profile, and today is the 7th. On July 10th, they do their financial reporting. So I am going to just walk you through the call option that I purchased. It has I purchased it at, well, let me open up my account and look at these positions. So I purchased it at 3 cents, right? Yes, I purchased it at 3 cents. I bought 100 contracts. So it was very cheap. It was only $300 in total. However, we're anticipating that because of the reporting coming up on January 10th, that there is going to be an increase in the strike price. So I bought it with a strike price of $4 that expires in 10 days. I know that's a very short window. So the expiration date is January 17th. And it's a call option, which essentially means that I'm anticipating that the stock price is going to increase, I guess, right before the earnings report is released. So as of today, it's at $1.45 per share. And obviously my expectation is that it's going to increase way over 100%, which is really, really taking a huge gamble. But if we win this gamble, it is going to be a really big reward. So fingers crossed. Here's some things that we can consider in regard to why it could skyrocket. So if it gets good news, like cannabis legislation reform or strong earnings, like I said, that's going to be reported on the 10th, we could see a massive rally. So for example, if it goes up to $5, if it goes up to the $5 strike price, then it's just a huge win. Now, if it stays around $1.45 or climbs slowly, the option might lose value because of the time decay. So time decay referencing the expiration date. Time is not on our side with this expiration date. And as the date get closer, contracts typically lose value. So it's one of those things where you really have to watch the candlesticks and see where the movement is to time whether it's going to be a profitable one, if you're going to break even, or if you play it too close, you just kind of chalk it up to it being expiring, worthless. Get the Greeks part of it just a little bit, but not enough to explain. And then if the stock price doesn't move, you know, it'll just expire. Worthless. That's pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to go over. So in a nutshell, it's really all about managing your risk, doing the research, watching the charts, and just making a hypothesis, really. My greatest suggestion would be to only invest, especially in the beginning phases, what you're willing to lose, right? So $300, if I spend $300 on Uber Eats, I'm embarrassed to admit. But when you're talking larger amounts of money, you wanna know this stuff. See, I can play with $300. If it was $3,000, this would be a totally different video, and I would be talking a little more confidently about why this is the better option. But like I said, this is something that a play that my mentor told me to buy into as part of my learning process. So like I said, I have someone literally with the training wheels. I feel like I'm doing this with training wheels on, like training wheels on a bike. So there is no, and it's helping me to control my emotions. So it works for me. And again, at the price point, it's like, oh, okay, cool. We lost it. If we're not gonna, let me not delete. I'm gonna reel that back because we're gonna win this one. But explanation and the lessons go into the executed play, which makes it pretty awesome for me because it feeds my need to actually do in order to learn. So that is it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the description bar below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.